Friends. How many of us have them? Friends. Y'all know how the song go. But anyway, I am here, and in this video, I am going to be talking about the type of friends that I will no longer be overextending grace to, especially in this season of my life. This is something that I have been reflecting on for, I'll say, the last month or so. I have two main reasons or two main topics or two main points to discuss about this topic. And if anything else come up as I'm talking about that, then I'll share it as well. But for now, it's just two main things that I want to discuss when I talk about the type of friends that I will no longer be overextending grace to. So the first type of friend is the unsupportive friend. The friend that, and my view is starting to shift and change on this. The friend that doesn't support. I used to see a lot of people on social media complaining about how their friends do not support them. And I used to be like, oh, that's fine, because maybe what you have is something that your friend cannot relate to. And maybe that's why they don't really support, what it is that you're doing. But here's how my view is shifting on that. Regardless of whether or not what you're doing is something that your friend finds useful to them, I feel like they can still show support by acknowledging it at least, or sharing what it is that you are doing with others that they find that it could be helpful for. And then another thing that's changing my view on that is that I see some of these same friends that don't support what it is that I'm doing or other people that's asking for support are doing, but they will support celebrities that are doing almost the exact same thing as their friends are doing. So my view is shifted on that, because it's like, no, you see me, you can support me, you just don't want to for whatever reason. But I support all my friends. And then I even encourage my friends to support themselves. So in this season of my life, I will not be overextending grace to those friends that don't support me. They stay silent when they could show support. And here's something else that just popped up in my head. I pay attention to those friends that support other people in public, but only support me in private. Because to me, that's looking like you've probably been speaking negatively of me, or probably engaging in conversations where the other people that you support publicly have been speaking negatively of me, and then just don't want to let them know that you are supporting me. So I'm paying attention to that too. What else? Okay. So the second type of friend that I will not be overextending grace to are women who are male-centered, so male-centered in a way that they betray themselves, and they will betray you if given the chance. I had this experience with this female where she was upset with me for a reason that she didn't even speak on. And I had no clue. I mean, I could feel the energy shift, but I knew I hadn't done anything to her. And finally, she expressed what it was. And I let her know, no, I would never, ever, stop talking to someone I consider a friend for this reason, the reason that she brought up. And I may share what that reason was at another time in another video. But essentially, the reason was about a man. And and that wasn't even the issue. And that wasn't even the reason that I came to the conclusion that I no longer want to overextend grace to friends in these type of situations. The reason was that if you let people talk long enough, they'll reveal themselves to you. There was a situation where she was willing to throw me under the bus. Well, not throw me under the bus, but sever her friendship with me to maintain friendships with men who have belittled her, who have degraded her. And I've done nothing but support and defend her, but she was still willing to sever her friendship with me to maintain friendship with these men, knowing how they felt about her. And to me, that is worse than I don't want to call that pick me behavior, because I feel like I don't even think she would do that or was doing that to be picked by any of these men. I just felt like she just desperately wanted to be accepted by them, which is, I don't want to say, I don't know, but I want more friendships where women are more secure in themselves or with themselves to the point they don't feel that they have the need to do that for the sake of male acceptance or attention. So, yeah. And I'm just trying something different, a little bit of this change of the scenery and being a little bit back from the camera, seeing how this works. I'm here with my comfy mauve dress again, house dress. I just want to switch it up, do something different. But yeah, those are definitely the two type of friends that I will not be overextending grace for in this season. And it's personal, but it's not. Like, I don't have no ill will towards these people. And if I see them or see any of their stuff on my timeline, I will engage with it. I will engage with them. But the level of access is changing. And I'm not going to continue to build connections that I am not the one breaking. I had a talk with my coach and mentor, Patrice Washington, and I was expressing to her that I'm the type of person I like to overcommunicate, because I feel like it's good to give people clarity about things and know where I stand, so there's no confusion and they'll always know how I feel. And I don't want them to think I feel some way negatively about them, or if there's an issue that they feel that I have or that they have with me, I want to resolve it, because I care about the people that I call friend. I care about the people that I build connections with. But when I was bemoaning that situation or those situations to her, she said, okay, I hear you, but you communicating, over communicating ain't gonna fix nothing. That's not the problem. The problem is you don't have no real boundaries with that. And you over communicating is not going to change what other people decide to do and how they, what with what other people decide to do and how they decide to interact with you, you are the one that's going to have to change. And at first I didn't grasp that, but I was like, yeah, you're right. Anytime when I really sat and thought about it, I was like, yeah, she's right. There's no amount of overcommunication that I have ever done in the past that has changed those type of situations for me. So I'm just pulling back and letting things be what they are. And something else that I seen on Threads this week, it was talking about how people feel like folks avoid hard conversations. And the girl who posted the thread, she was a poet, and she said, no, I'm not afraid to have hard conversations. Hard conversations are for reconciliation and connection, not closure. I am not having a conversation with someone that I don't care to reconcile or reconnect with. I don't need that for closure. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I ain't afraid to have a hard conversation. And in this particular woman that I was referencing, the one who was willing to sever a friendship with me to maintain the friendship with men, I toiled and toiled and toiled and toiled and toiled and prayed about whether I should have a conversation with her. And then I thought about it. This is twice now that I've had the same experience with her. And I'm just like, I don't want to reconnect with that. I do not want to reconnect with that. Because why? Give her a chance to do it to me again? I don't think so. But I wish her well. And like I said, it's no ill will. If I see her, see some stuff on social media, I would definitely interact with it. But outside of that, I'm not burning up, spending my energy trying to reconnect with people who don't care about me and have shown me over and over and over again that they do not care about me. People lie, patterns don't. I'm paying attention to every pattern, all the patterns this year. And I am refusing to backpedal or re-engage with patterns that do not serve me well. So, that being said, I am going to end this here. And if you're new here, my name is Latrice. Here's where I think out loud. I reflect honestly, name patterns that keep us stuck. If anything here resonated with you, please feel free to take what you need. If anything doesn't, feel free to leave it. And as always, feel free to share your thoughts, your perspectives, insight in the comments so we can continue the conversation.